Sometimes when high school students visit Washington, and it's my pleasure to welcome them, I ask them, what were the important things Washington did? And it's important for everybody to have your own list. Everybody can have lists. My suggestion often, just to start discussion, is that Washington did at least three very important things. Number one, he won the war. Number three, he made the presidency work. But in between, he did something of immense importance. He was what we would today call the chairman, what in those days they called the president of the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia in over a hot summer in 1787. The delegates to the Constitutional Convention from the various states were at odds over how powerful the federal government should be, over what the structure of the federal government would be. No one knew what the Constitution would or could or should look like. You can read in the minutes of the convention in Philadelphia that one of the delegates from South Carolina stands and addresses his colleagues and says, the differences between us are greater than the differences in Russia and Turkey. And it was true that they had very different interests. The New England shipping states, the states of the South had very different interests. And at some point, some of the delegates stood up and said the 18th century equivalent of, we're out of here. But Washington was presiding in a rather ornate chair. He said very little during the convention. But he would say, gentlemen, please stay. And you didn't walk out on the general. This was too great a man, too good a man of integrity and principle. You didn't leave. And so you stayed, and you stayed for 3 long months, and you finished the Constitution of the United States. That Washington did.